Hello guys, thank you once again for visiting my channel. God bless you. I love you so much. If it's your first time on my channel, I want to say a big thank you to you, and please kindly consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so, and turn up the notification bell. In that way you always be notified whenever a new video is being uploaded. All right, and to all my returning subscribers, I want to say thank you for all your encouragement. God bless you. All right, before we dive into this topic, I would like you to do me a favor, please. Kindly hit the like button in this video, please. Whenever you see my video, just hit the like button. The more the likes a video has, the more it gives Facebook and YouTube the opportunity to recommend it to others. All right, thank you all. You see, it is God that is going to deliver Nigeria. The God that delivered Daniel from lions den will definitely deliver Nigeria. Guys, are you guys seeing what is going on? The other time, a papa that is being sponsored, the native daughter that is being sponsored by Tinubu, was at court. He was disgraced by the crowd of obese followers. Now, what happened today? Nobody know where the instruction came from, right? They didn't allow people into the court. Nigerians into the court. They didn't allow them. That's number one. Number two, a papa stormed court with heavy security guarded. Where did he get all that security? Who gave him those security details? Who gave him the latest Prado Jeep? As if that was not enough, this guy entered court with one miserable son. Now, when lawyers normally, when you get to court, everybody will introduce themselves as lawyer. Represented the petitioners, we introduce themselves, so that was done. OB lawyers introduced themselves. One miserable guy stood up that he's representing Labour Party, and as a matter of fact, there was no court has taken note of them. Two of the judges disgraced the lawyer, the son, and asked him to walk out. He walked out of the place, and they frustrated. A papa followed him. They were shamefully disgraced out of court. Now, I said it from the onset that Tinubu is sponsoring these guys. Some didn't believe. Yesterday, the spokesman of Peter Obi, Tanko, Unisa Tanko, he spoke. He brought out evidence how the case they filed in that high court for a papa to illegally use ex parte order to take over Labour Party, which is very, very legal. You cannot use it. No court has a right. So anyway, Unisa, while they were going through, the lawyer who filed that case, right, is one of the lawyers representing Tinubu. And meanwhile, Papa is saying he has not been paid. So can you see how devilish, satanic that Tinubu is? You guys stop it. Obi's mandate he won. I see that is not enough. He's sending people with money to destabilize the party. But I thank God is humbling them, disgracing them gradually, one after the other. I want you guys to watch the video. This is just so disheartening. Now imagine INEC. I'm going to make this video too. INEC is also at court. What is INEC doing? INEC is defending Tinubu. INEC is saying is fighting Nigerians. PDP and Labour Party are insisting that this case should be televised. INEC said no. Tinubu said no. Now, what is INEC ID? They have said it severally that what they did was free and fair. Okay, it was free and fair. We understand it's free and fair. Fine. So why are they fighting live streaming? Why? What are they hiding? Nigerians, you say you are representing at the rest, representing their interests. You don't want them to this was done in Kenya. It was done in US. Even during this guy Oputa panel, it was televised. Everybody seen it. Saw it, you understand? So what are they adding? I see that is not enough. I never went to the extent of saying that defending Tinubu, that the case of PDP and the Labour Party, they fight against Tinubu that is not qualified as a drug law, those things, INEC say should be struck at. INEC that should be neutral. Oh my God. I repeat, the God that delivered Daniel from lions den will surely deliver Nigeria. He will humble. I remember the prophecy I gave that Tinubu is going to be disgraced and humiliated. You guys watch it. Watch it. Tinubu is going to be disgraced and humiliated as God liveth. It is well. Thank you so much. Please ensure you give this video a thumbs up and share the video with your friends and loved ones. God bless you. I'll see you in my next video.
From the venue of the presidential election petitions court in Abuja for an update. Godfrey, great to see you. Please fill us in on the latest.
Great to see you. Great to see you, Cynthia. Well, of course, latest from the Presidential Election Petition Court this afternoon has it that, of course, they're going to be considering proceedings or hearing tomorrow. Pre-hearing will continue tomorrow, Saturday, because they have to, conclude what they need to do at this particular stage before the actual hearing. So, for the petition of the candidate of the People's Democratic Party, that's Atiku Abubakar, work on the pre-hearing is expected to be concluded by Monday. So, finalizing this stage of court proceedings in the lead up to the hearing stage, which is where the petitions will now be, the matters in the petition will be dealt with proper. And of course, the main highlight of today's proceedings is that of the presidential election petition from the PDP and Atiku Abubakar. The counsel to the PDP said that Chris Uche faulted INEC's stance in its petition on grounds that it is presenting its objection to the PDP's petition like a party that participated in the presidential elections. It says the actual grounds for which the petition of the PDP, which is that of for challenging the election, one of the key grounds for challenging the outcome of the election was that of seeking disqualification of Bola Tinubu on grounds of he's not qualified because he has a baggage, as it were, following his drug case, which amounted to his forfeiting the sum of $460,000 and that of his dual citizenship. Is that it is quite extraordinary that INEC will be challenging those grounds because INEC is seeking that 32 paragraphs of the petition be struck out on grounds, so for whatever grounds INEC is pursuing this application, counter motion, as it were. So PDP is bemused by the fact that INEC is taking such a position. It says the INEC's neutrality should be called to question because as an electoral umpire, it need not take sides. So PDP has had to say INEC is more like fighting a proxy war in favor of Bola Tinubu in respect to this election petition hearing. That is what transpired on the part of the PDP. But then part of the Labour Party, there was a bit of melodrama, if you like, mild melodrama, if you like, where we had the Labour Party having two legal representations. One, Awa Kalu was the candidate, was the legal representation for the Labour Party, who made appearance for the party. And then we had another person, Oba Madu Abuchi, making an appearance for the same political party in the same matter. So this had to warrant the intervention of the 5-member panel, insisting that the first person who introduced himself as a legal representation for the party should be admitted, as it were, while that of Oba Madu Abuchi, who is purportedly the legal representation from the Lamidi Apapa camp, had to be asked to step down, as it were. So we now had the court use its jurisdiction, use its discretion to set that aright. So there wasn't much of the action-packed drama we had on Wednesday because the court took charge, as it is. So that was more like an outlook. That was more like a quick rundown of what transpired at the press.
Hearing resumed at the appeal court, venue of the Presidential Election Petitions Tribunal, with some people arriving early. And because of what happened yesterday, the police barricaded the road leading to the appeal court complex and prevented many people from getting into the court premises. Inside the courtroom, Peter Obi can be seen arriving and taking his seat with other Labour Party chieftains. Lamidi Apapa also seated at the back with a few guys looking like bodyguards, or are they lawyers? The first matter heard today by the tribunal was the PDP's case, because Peter Obi and Labour Party's matter is the one that people are concentrating on. There's a reason for that, because everyone knows that he won the election. Now to the drama that ensued when Labour Party's matter came up and everyone was introducing themselves, and after P2B and the Labour Party's council announced their presence, one lawyer stood up and said that he is the lawyer that is representing Labour Party. Immediately he said that one of the judges shut him down and told him he should know that the petitioners cannot have a different legal representation. It was a disgraceful moment for him. In fact, if he could disappear, he would have done that.
You can either stay and wait the proceedings or you leave.
Exactly. Exactly. As the court pleases.
Another judge joined in the reprimand that the lawyer in question, being SAN, should have known better that there cannot be two legal representations for a petitioner. Ashamed of the knocks he received from two judges, he quickly packed his belongings and left the courtroom. And unsurprisingly, Lamidi Apapa followed him out of the court. It is very good that the judges are witnessing this rascality that P2B normally talks about. How can a lawyer that calls himself SAN behave in such manner? Lamidi Apapa is not the chairman of the Labour Party. Even if they want to take over the legal representation of Labour Party, this is not how to go about it. Is the lawyer also not aware of a judgment yesterday that stayed execution and reaffirmed that Julius Abure remains the chairman of the Labour Party? These guys are just too lawless. We hope that all the judges are seeing will help them to form their opinion based on their merit, just like another judge in a federal high court in Kanu annulled the candidature of Alex Oti in Abia State and those in Kanu State. Is this not a pre-election matter? Does the Federal High Court in Kanu have jurisdiction over Abia State? Anyway, more updates to follow. We will bring you the entire summary of happenings today at the Court of Appeal. Stay tuned.
But whichever one starts, we can always the ones that start if you want. Let's choose. I told you I said you're very stupid. Okay.